Hi guys, welcome back to Mummy Cooks Homemade. Today I'm just going to do a simple lattice, and it's going to have apple, cinnamon, raisins and a bit of caramel in it. Hopefully there's enough left to have a bit of caramel sauce on top. So I've peeled my apples, I'm just going to core them and slice them. Just take off anything else you don't want. I'm not baking a big one today, so I've just got 4 apples, regular Gala apples, a bit sweeter. Please be careful if you're using one of these. They are known to split, my last one did. So just literally go through. Not bothered about a little tiny bit of skin, it's not going to hurt nothing. This one's a bit wonky. You get a good one of these and they're so fast. I think you can get other pineapples and all sorts now. So done with that and that. So I've got my apples in a pan. Don't look like a lot of apples, but then again this is a big pan. 4 litre pan. So I'm not measuring out my raisins, I'm just going to pour in what I think is enough. So that was full, so I'd say maybe a handful. Then I'm going to put in half a teaspoon of cinnamon, powdered. I'm also going to add a cinnamon quill. So that's a cinnamon quill. I'm going to pop that in as well. So want some butter. Maybe 2 tablespoons. 2 generous tablespoons. Because you've got the raisins, the sweet apples, the caramel and a bit of brown sugar, I'm just going to put in a little bit of salt. So the brown sugar, so I've got a regular spoon, not the teaspoon, the next one up. My brain's gone blank. I'm just going to add 2 heaping ones in. I'm going to get this cooking before I add any of this. So let me just move these. I will be using puff pastry, and I am not making that puff pastry. You couldn't pay me enough money to make puff pastry. You can buy it just as easy from the shop, and it's just as good if you buy the old butter. So I'm now going to cook this with the butter and the caramel sauce. I'm hoping to have some sauce left over to pour over the actual lattice pie. I want a drop of water. So I would say a quarter of a normal teacup. Just enough to coat the bottom so that the sugar and butter and stuff doesn't burn. So butter's melting. You don't have to use a cinnamon quill. can buy them. I know cinnamon sticks in supermarkets can be quite expensive, but I found these, let me grab the packet, these quills online on eBay. And I had to buy some spices, so if I bought 2 bags of the spices, which I was going to buy already, you could pick one for free, and I actually got these cinnamon quills for free. And I think my total order with the spice bags this size as well was about £4 something. So 2 spice bags plus the cinnamon quills. So that's a great buy. If anyone is interested in who I got them off, just let me know and I'll try to link it for you. I'm not associated with that seller or anything like that, but I mean, if you can get a good buy, why not? So I've got this on low to medium. I'm going to give it 5 minutes, set my timer. It's cooked down. Okay. Right, so these are now halfway soft. The raisins, they're nice and soft. I'm going to leave this to sit in its own juice because I don't want the apples to be completely mushed up. So I'm going to take a spoon and this caramel I'm going to use I've literally used just a quarter of it, look, the top part. And we'll see how we get on with that. Don't want to put too much of that caramel in and it overtakes the taste of the apples and everything else. Yeah, you don't need no more caramel. Don't be thinking that's going to go to waste though. You can use that in another pie, in a cake, in an ice cream, drizzle, warm it up and drizzle it over ice cream. So, I've got everything here. Just going to leave it to cool down now. Because this is going to be baked, you don't want to do your apples all the way. Otherwise all you're going to have inside there is just complete mush. So yeah, just leave it to cool down now. That's it, and I'll bring you back when it's cooled down and we'll make the lattice. Okay. Right guys, so I've left it to cool. What I did was popped it into there, so it drained off, so I've got some caramel sauce at the bottom there, flavoured with apple and cinnamon, which I can put over the top of it with some custard, and that's the mix. Here all I've done is took a regular square piece of puff pastry, shop bought, rolled it out. I'm going to put the filling down the middle and then cut some slits here at the sides just to plait it over. So we'll pop the filling in. The drier you have this filling, I mean when you cook it, this that's stuck to the apple will melt off it. But what I'm saying is, the drier it is the better, then it's not going to make your pastry too soggy at the bottom. Lots and lots of raisins, lovely. Dropping them over there while I'm at it. Just leave a bit at the top so that you can fold it over, and a little bit at the bottom to do the same. So then 4 little apples, plenty. You don't have to go raid an apple tree to make this recipe. And if you like caramels, cinnamon, raisins, you're going to love this. So then, as you can see, that wasn't much mix. Let's just Let's move that so I've got more room. That wasn't much mix. So I'm just going to pull this up. There. And what I'm going to do is follow the line of this one. Just press it in. And again. Just going to follow the line. There. So that's folded over, nothing, well, nothing is going to leak out of there. But if anyone knows pies, so we'll fold the first. You're going to need to just give it a tug. There we go. And it'll come over. Give it a tug. I am by no means an expert with pastry. I do not like pastry. I don't mind making sweet short crust, or short for like a regular savoury pie or something, or a quiche. But this type of pastry, nah. Not really something I do a lot. So if you feel it's like that won't reach, pop it in there and then just help stretch it out. Pull it over. I've got an extra bit there. Oh dear, don't we always have that extra bloody bit? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push it down, and I'm going to bring that one over. Oh, I hope you can see all this, because I'm not doing it again. Cut. Hopefully you have enough flour underneath. That's one thing I should say. Make sure there is lots and lots of flour underneath this. So I've got my baking tray. So all that fruit has done one the size of a baking tray. All that 4 apples, I say all that, it was just 4 apples. The actual cooking of the apples took about, in total, from putting everything in the pan to cooking it 10 minutes. Cool down time was about 15 minutes, and you've just seen how long it took to do this. And I just want to add, this is my very first time making this. So, yeah, I was a bit worried about how the pastry might turn out. Like I said, I'm not a massive fan of making things with pastry, but I can honestly say I'm very pleased with that. I'm going to get a little bit of leakage as it bakes and as the pastry opens up, but as long as it's not bone dry in there, happy days. So the last thing I'm going to do is just sprinkle the top with some caster sugar. I do like that. Oh, and a lump. I do like that look on pies where you've got the sugar on top. So what I'm going to do now, I'm actually pretty pleased with that. I'm going to pop this into a preheated oven on gas mark 5. It might not be the same in your oven. I've said this numerous times, all ovens cook differently, especially if you've got a convection and electric, they cook differently as well. But I'm putting this on gas mark 5 for 25 to 30 minutes, and I'll check to make sure that all the pastry is cooked, because the inside's cooked anyway. So I'm going to go 25 minutes and then I'll check it, and I'll show you it when it's done. Okay guys? Hey guys, welcome back. It is now out of the oven and cooled a little bit. I'm very happy actually, and I don't think the bottom's soggy. So we'll cut this. Nice and flaky, that's a good sign. See if I can spin it. There we go. No soggy bottom. I'm rather impressed with that. First one. So, hubby's going to try that. This is the caramel sauce that was left over, that I drained out of it. Put a little bit of that on it. That's nice and thick. So there it is guys. Apple, cinnamon, raisin. A bit of caramel sauce on top. Hope you give it a try. Let me know how you do with it. It was really, really easy. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.